back to another video. Today, we're gonna take a look at the Boy Meets World Disney episode and talk about why everything in the episode is just very wrong. Let me start off by saying that I understand that this is a TV show and not everything needs to be correct, but fam, if everything in Grey's Anatomy can be a real disease, then everything in a Disney episode can be real as well. I'm not doing this to ruin the Disney magic. I'm doing this because I'm a cast member. I'm a former annual pass holder. I'm a very big Disney park nerd, and stuff that isn't right makes me cringe. Kind of like how people climb under the ropes at Small World, and I just turn my head and pretend that it doesn't exist. So I figured that I would share this with the interwebs and talk about everything that went wrong in the episode of Boy Meets World. The episode starts off with Cory and a girl named Kristen dancing at a club. Kristen talks about how Cory is newly single and he's the new Cory Matthews, and she kisses him on the lips. And Cory's like, "That's nice, Topanga." And instead of Kristen being like, "Topanga," which she is, she's like, "Topanga," and he's like, "I mean Kristen." Cory realizes that he's not over Topanga and wants her back, whereas Kristen's like, "No, it's fine. He's not over his ex-girlfriend, but you know what? I'm in love with him, so it's fine." Mr. Turner comes into the class the next day and is announcing the winners of the essay contest to go to Disney World in Florida. The winners are Kristen, Ronnie Waterman, and Cory's very excited by this news because he's like, "Oh, a little sun will help her get over me," and she's Ronnie Waterman, so like, perfect. And then Topanga's name is announced and he's like, "I must get her back." The next scene has Cory sleeping and is a shot of Topanga and Ronnie riding Dumbo. Ronnie tries to kiss her. Cory's like, "Ah, no lips, no lips," and wakes Eric up in his sleep. Whereas Eric is like, "You're not over her, go to Florida and win her back." So Cory the next day at school tells Sean that he needs to spend all of his money and buy a plane ticket to go down to Florida. Sean goes, "I got you. My Uncle Nick's in the gaming industry. He'll pay for all of our travel expenses." And Cory's like, "Okay, I guess it's fine. A, what about food? What about hotel? What about park admission? Cory, you are a high school freshman. How are you affording any of this?" I guess like Uncle Nick is covering that too, but it's only confirmed that he buys the plane tickets. Cory ends up trying to talk Topanga out of it, and Topanga's like, "This is so exciting, we're to Disney World, ah!" And Cory's like, "Hello, I still have feelings for you," and Topanga's like, "Yeah, well, we broke up for a reason. I'll talk to you later." And Kristen's like, "I want to make this work between us when I come back." And Cory's like, "Great, awesome, no." And Kristen kisses Cory, Topanga sees, and Topanga storms off. Cory's like, "Crap, now I gotta go to Disney World and win her back." So the next scene has some B-roll footage, and it's B-roll of Epcot, B-roll of the Cinderella Castle, and then B-roll of the Living Seas at Epcot. I don't know why just have 3 scenes of Epcot. I don't know why they threw the Cinderella Castle in there. I guess because when people think of Disney World, they only think of Cinderella Castle, so like, maybe people who have never been to Disney World wouldn't have realized that it's a Cinderella Castle, or that it's Disney without having the Cinderella Castle, but you know what? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Topanga, Kristen, and Ronnie go to the Living Seas along with some other high schoolers who I guess are contest winners, but we're not sure because it's never really said. They just kind of are followed by 15 other kids. Where are the chaperones? Also, where is the cast member who's escorting them backstage? Because last time I checked, you need a blue ID to be backstage. Especially in like a restricted area, because like, if you take a tour in 2019, which is this year right now, if you go backstage, you are escorted by a VIP tour guide, if not 2 or 3. So like, where is a cast member escorting these high school kids who are 14 years old backstage? Next scene has Cory and Sean come into Epcot, and they're already past the turn of styles at this point, and they're carrying large duffel bags. Like, they are probably gonna stay there for a week. So not quite sure where they put their duffel bags, because the next scene they just disappear. Okay, fine. So they set them down. They stand up on the ledge. A little bit of a cringe, but you know what? It's fine, because That's the least of our worries in this episode. Cory turns around and goes, there's tens of thousands of people here. Where could they be? And Topanga and company in an 8-seater golf cart roll past them squad style. Last time I checked, golf carts aren't allowed on stage. They're used backstage to get from like one side of the park to another if managers or other people need to. Cory then complains to Sean that they've been standing in line for half an hour and that Topanga better be on this ride. LOL, because half an hour is like a low wait time for every attraction now. They ended up being in line for a churro cart in Tomorrowland. Good to see that Tomorrowland still has the same costumes from 30 years ago. Now we're back to the Living Seas, which I don't understand why they just didn't stay at the Living Seas. Like, what did they do? Like, where did they go? Did they go to the hotel? Well, why were they driving in a golf cart? Like, I just... Alexandra Morris is talking about the dolphins' habits, about how they live there and everything, and she's wearing this like skimpy little red bikini with like one of those skirt cover-up things. Last time I checked, that's not Disney look. I'm pretty sure everyone who works at the Living Seas wears a navy blue polo, khaki shorts, white sneakers, unless they're going in the water, like how she was earlier. Then she like wore a wetsuit, so like why isn't she wearing a wetsuit now? But like maybe she changed out of it, but she should have changed into another wetsuit, or like the blue polo and the khaki shorts. She's telling everybody about this dolphin Amber, how she lost her mate, how she won't eat, yada yada. And Cory and Sean walk in. Again, where are the chaperones? How did they get past everybody? Because if they would have been wandering around backstage looking lost, someone would have been like, hi, do you work here? And they would have been like, no, we're trying to find my girlfriend or my ex-girlfriend. And the leaders would have been like, okay, well, you're not allowed to be back here, so like, get out. Politely. Please get out. Don't be like Adam the Woo and get banned from Disney going backstage. Cory goes, hey, I'm gonna go tell Topanga that I love her, and I loved her ever since I saw her. And Kristen is standing right behind him and is like, I love you too, Cory. And then she goes, that's so sweet that you flew down to Florida all for me. And then she kisses him, Topanga sees and is like, you're trash. And then storms off. And Cory's like, wait, I'm here for you. This next part in the episode is a major plot hole. Now, I'm gonna read my screen for you. There's some nice drone footage of a sunrise over Epcot, and then Cory and Sean wake up on Splash Mountain. First of all, once the last guest boards the ride at night, one of the cast members will do a ride-through, and then they'll close the attraction. They'll put up chains, they'll give it over to maintenance. Maintenance takes care of it for the night. They come back in the morning, they do a walkthrough of the attraction, take the chains down, start up the ride, run it through a couple times, and then a cast member will get on it, make sure everything works, and then once the cast member comes back, they're ready to open the attraction to guests. So, the odds of two teenage boys staying in the park overnight without being seen and going down a log flume at who knows how early in the morning is not going to happen. This is one of the best parts of the episode, do not get me wrong. So working at an attraction myself, I am just very Cory decides he's gonna woo Topanga, and they end up going down the log flume, which again, would not happen because like, they have to cycle the attraction through, and mind you, the unload console is literally right next to the logs and the load station. So like, someone would have seen them, and someone would have been like, hey, call security because these kids have been here overnight. How did they get in the park? How did maintenance not see them overnight? Again, I know it's an episode, but like, so here's the part where I'm gonna read from my screen, because this part is a little hard to follow. Cory and Sean set out to find Topanga again. The shot pans to one of the Main Street trolleys without Cory or Sean in the shot, which that's an awful placement of B-roll if you ask me. Cory and Sean find the Beast on the bridge to Tomorrowland. Next stop is Goofy over at the American Pavilion Epcot. Then to the Tomorrowland Speedway where Cory is trying to catch up to Topanga and Rodney's car, which, dude, you were behind them in line. Why didn't you just try to talk to them then? Back to the Epcot Pavilion at Morocco. Cory pulls a Steve and kind of looks like an Aladdin, but more so like a Moroccan cultural representative. And Topanga's like, oh my god, you are so annoying. Then they're on to the famous bench, which is where this like lovely iconic photo happened. Cory turns out to be the sketch artist, and Topanga is like, oh my god, now you're really annoying. Please stop following me. Also, side note, where is Kristen in all of this? Like, is she following Cory? And like, why do they keep going back and forth between Epcot and Magic Kingdom? Because that's probably like a 20-minute monorail ride each way. So like, why not just stick to one park and then the other park? We get to relive the episode of Full House while Ronnie and Topanga share an expensive dinner. Or maybe lunch at this point, not really sure. Again, where's Kristen? What? Okay. Cory ends up swimming in the tank next to their table and is like, I will chase you forever. And Topanga's like, oh my god, I'm gonna run away from you because I hate commitment. She storms out of the Seas building, which she storms out from the wrong side because she storms out from the Sea side and Cory storms out from the Coral Reef side, which they should have been switched, but whatever, it's TV, doesn't matter. But where's the cast member? How did the kids get in the tank? Like, can you pay to scuba dive, but then don't you have to have like someone with you? And like, what? They wouldn't have let a 14-year-old kid scuba dive without a parent. Also, confused. Again, things might have been different in the 90s. Again, I know it's just a TV episode, but like, they totally copied Full House in that one. Are you gonna tell me that Roseanne goes to Coral Reef and someone swims in the tank too? Because that would be kind of funny. Cory goes back behind the living seas and finds a girl that is feeding the dolphins. She's like, hey, I stayed back here because I wanted some alone time with the dolphins, which wouldn't have happened. The tour guide would have been like, hi, you gotta come with us. You can't stay back here by yourself. And Cory wouldn't have been allowed there without an adult or a cast member or something. Again, where are the chaperones? Say it louder for the people in the back. Where are the chaperones? So this girl tells Cory about Amber, how she won't eat because she lost her mate. Girl leaves, Cory sits down and it's like, oh, I really love Topanga, but she doesn't see eye to eye with me. I guess it's not meant to be. So then Topanga comes running out and is like, Cory, wait, we can make it work. And Cory's like, what are we doing? You don't want me, it's fine. And Topanga's like, no, like, maybe I love you. Let me kiss you, it'll make it better. They get back together, end of the episode. Well, sort of. The end of the episode has Cory coming back to his parents and his parents are like, you've been gone for 2 days. And I'm like, he did this in 2 days? Final thoughts. Why did they park hop between Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Epcot? She's obviously not at Magic Kingdom, and she was at Magic Kingdom for one ride. One ride. And not even a good ride. Sorry, Claudia. And anybody who likes Tomorrowland Speedway. Sorry. RIP your track. It's fine. And did they only get one lesson about the dolphins? Like, did they get to play the parks the rest of the week? What happened to the rest of the week? Where did they stay in the hotel? What else did they do? Or did they go to MGM Studios? This episode premiered in 93. So studios would have been open. Unlike, scale of 1 to 10 for creativeness, I'm gonna give it like an 8. Actually, I would give it like a 7. On scale of 1 to 10 for accuracy, it's getting like a 2. Check back next week when we do Sabrina, because I have some words about Sabrina. If you like this video, let me know, and let me know what video I should do after Sabrina. There'll be a list of them down in the comments. Comment down below. Sabrina is the one that is coming next. So what would you like after Sabrina? Let me know if you like this style of video, because like, I think it's better than the Disney vlogs. It seems to go over a little bit better. Also, if you guys want me to react to anything else, please let me know. Also, PS, because like, I tried to react to this episode after not watching it for like 6 months, and when I tried to record my screen on my computer, it recorded a blank image. So this is why we had to do this type of video, but it's fine. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!